All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. How we doing? FOMC day. That's right. What was I about to do? Oh. Welcome back, guys. So, funny story. I woke up this morning and there was no water in my house. And I thought, oh shit, maybe I didn't pay the bill. So, I check online, bill's paid. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? Go outside and there's a water line break. My entire front yard flooded. Very nice. What a fantastic morning. So that's fun. It looks like the Florida pipes cannot handle the cold. This morning it's a little bit under 40. I think it's around 40 something degrees this morning. Pretty chilly out there. And bam. Frozen pipes. No bueno. So, that's what I'm dealing with this morning. That's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, gotta love home ownership. That's right. Gotta love it. Buy a house, they said. No, definitely buy a house. But yeah, that's what I'm dealing with today. Could be worse. Could be worse. I think it's the city line. I'm not sure. I mean, it must be going to my house. The line must be going to my house. It's one of those U-shaped pipes that come out of the ground. It's in an easement, so I'm assuming it's the county. The guys at the county said it's not my responsibility, so that's good. They're coming out. They're fixing it, so that's good. But yeah, no water at the house today. Yeah, right? Risk flare? I agree. You know, you think 40 degrees, that's nothing. And then in Florida, the pipes start breaking. I don't know if it's in an easement or if it's on my property. I'm not sure. It's a good question. That's what I can't answer. I'd have to look at my survey. It might be in an easement. I have a good feeling it's in an easement. But yeah. Nothing that can't get fixed. Yeah, easy. Yeah, actually, well, the good thing, Daniel, is there's already water in the espresso machine this morning, so we were good there. Thank God. That would be a problem. Toilet in a bucket today, yeah. And on top of all that, what a big day on the markets. FOMC, Apple earnings, Microsoft earnings, Meta earnings. Actually, not Apple, sorry. Meta, Microsoft, Tesla earnings. So big earnings approaching for today. FOMC today, big stuff to be looking out for. Yesterday, STX reports earnings. Seagate goes straight up, brings MU, brings SNDK with it. So very nice there. Actually did a little YOLO on MU overnight because of that STK earnings. Figured I'd put $500 on it. We've had a great month, and looks like it might pay. So yeah, just looking for that, memory sympathy play, and that's looks like it could be working for me. Got some next week 500 calls, very far out of the money for $1. Took 5 for $1, and we'll see. Maybe they'll I think it looks like early signs on my Interactive Brokers says that I am up roughly. It looks like roughly $2,500 this morning. So they are possibly up quite a bit. We'll see if MU can stick. But that's just something I did last night, just so you guys know. Yeah, no, you're right. I use filtered water for the espresso machine. I fill it with filtered, but distilled, maybe not a bad idea. I should try that, D. I should try that. Maybe I will do that. Let me try your recommendation. Some distilled water for the espresso machine. Right now, I just use filtered water, but good idea. Good idea. Okay. Let's get started. Press that like button if you guys could. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure not to forget tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Webinar. Free. Totally free. Not asking for anything out of you. Just go down, sign up down in the description below. And that should be a fun time. I look forward to it. All right, let's do it. Press that like button. Subscribe. Here we go. And also, I am watching my front camera. Just so you know, I'm watching the camera in the front of my house to see when they get here. If they get here, we might need to have a little intermission, just so you guys have a heads up. There might be an intermission in today's live stream if they do show up, and I need to show them what's going on. So just so you know. Definitely shouldn't use distilled water. Okay, we got a little, yeah, I'm going to look, maybe I should look that up then, Silver. Okay, let's do it. So today, NASDAQ futures yesterday, what a perfect pullback and hold at the Monday highs. So incredible. We looked for that little dip and rip yesterday, and the dip and rip worked, right? The dip and rip worked. You can see right here, Monday highs. Didn't quite get the dip into gap fill, right? So we were looking for dip into gap fill. We dipped into PDH, which on the QQQ was absolutely perfect. So I don't know if any of you guys were watching PDH on Qs yesterday, but man, absolute perfect drip into PDH yesterday. So a very nice little pullback along. The thesis that we had yesterday, the pullback long thesis, definitely played nicely. And so we are definitely in the expansion move. We are definitely in the expansion move of this move, which is great. So remember, we were looking at the consolidation. You guys know we talk about this on the market. This is market. This is not so much technical analysis. It's not so much whatever you want to call it. It's understanding market mechanics, right? That's more of what it is. It's another level of understanding. It's understanding the mechanics of how markets actually move. And so we know this, right? It goes sideways and it expands. It goes sideways and it expands, right? Then it goes sideways, and maybe it expands back to this sideways area, right? and then it expands maybe back down to this sideways area, right? And the areas of opportunity are here, right? This is opportunity. This is opportunity. Here's your opportunity, and there's your opportunity, all right? Those are the moments where you take advantage of market direction. When you are in that consolidation, you have to understand, okay, we're in a consolidation phase. I have to wait for expansion for those really nice moves in the market. So there we go, guys, right? A perfect example of a consolidation period that has led to a 2-day massive expansion period, which has been awesome. It's been awesome, right? And that's the type of, that's what we're in. That's the period we're in right now. Now, that could all come to a screeching halt today, right? Because of the earnings, or it could be, just another huge move to the upside due to earnings as well. So really nice. I mean, really clean stuff lately. The market since New Year's has been fantastic. I hope you guys are finding some consistency in your trading. It's definitely been easier. You can't really use the word easy, but easier I think you can use in this current situation. Things that are going up, you just keep going up. You understand what's strong in the market. The sector strength is very clear. SMH is just an absolute freight train. So really nice. Monday highs into lows. Today, you are breaking above some major previous highs on the NASDAQ futures. So if we zoom out on the 4-hour chart, I'm really just looking for pullbacks into this larger zone now, which is going to have to be sort of detailed and defined maybe after FOMC. But for now, I'm watching this major high here, which was the previous high from January, mid-January. You can see we had that big drop. So we have this high here at 26,045, and then we have this high here at 26,154, all right? And so I see previous highs, I see previous highs, and I see a previous high here. So now that we're trading above that, all right, I want to see us pull back into that, retrace, and then create a higher low. So that is definitely something that I would be looking for today. If I go down to the 5-minute chart, you can see that that area held really well yesterday. The 26,045 level right here held really well yesterday intraday, holding, leading to an overnight expansion move. So beautiful holds at 26,045. That is definitely a level that I would like to see a pullback to today. And then here's that high at 26,154. So something inside of this zone would be great to see the market pull back to and develop a hold. That would be definitely something I look for. If we break under 26,045, then you will trade back to that Monday high at 25,936. Now, the level that you see above at 26,365, this little rejection point that's stepping in this morning, if I go to the daily chart, it is a high of this daily chart right here. So see this daily candle right here where you saw that big drop? This was back on November 4th. You guys can see a big high here, right? Straight to the downside. And so right here, that is that 26,365 level. Above that is basically this high at 26,526. So you can see today it looks like our battle will be against the 26,365 daily high right there. You reject that, then you come back down to our demand zone, right? You get back above that, 26,365, then we're looking for that 526 spot, okay? And of course, everything is probably going to be a little bit questionable before 2 o'clock, which is FOMC, and then after 4 o'clock with the earnings, right? So just make sure you understand that when you come into the day today. It's very important. So today, QQQ, take a look at the 4-hour chart. QQQ has some very clear highs between 628.85 and 630. Here, 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 and here. I mean, really clean highs. If you zoom out, you can also see it sort of stems back to back here as well, back in November. But very clear highs right here. And if we go down to the 15-minute chart, that is now the zone that I would like to see hold. You could possibly bring that down to that Monday. I mean, you probably want to watch that Monday high again. If you want to put a level there, I don't mind that. The lows of yesterday and Monday's highs. But for now, I want to see us back towards that 630, 628 spot. You can see yesterday, look at the holds over 630 midday. right? Really nice holds. Look at this. 630, 630. So, and then that was this pre-market high, intraday low, intraday low. So that is definitely a nice spot. 630, 628. If we get a nice drip towards that level, that is not a bad thing. Below that, you still have our 626 level, which we love. We love the 626 level. That is still a fantastic pullback level that we may still need, right? I don't mind that pullback. That is a great pullback. That is going to be a little bit more than 50% of this move, but it would be a great retracement. So if we grab from maybe this low here to the highs right now, that's about a 61.8% retracement. That's back at our 626 here, 626 here. That's a great spot as well. So pullbacks are your friends, right? It's like I always think about the, what is it? Not shark. Is it Shark Tales? What is that movie called? Fish are friends, not food. Pullbacks are friends. So look for the pullbacks. Embrace the pullbacks. The pullbacks on everything has been buying opportunities. So if you get a big drop, please don't panic, right? You should be excited. Again, this is such an important thing, right? That simple mindset shift, looking for pullbacks in uptrends is such a, it's so great. It's so good. It's everything you want. Don't chase straight up. Look for, that is from Nemo. Yeah, what the hell? That is from Nemo. I should have known that. That's on me. That's Finding Nemo. Bruce. That's right. Man, I mean, just, it's such a mindset you have to have in this type of environment, right? Straight up, big pullbacks. You should be licking your chops. You should be very excited to see big pullbacks. Not scared, like, oh my God, is the market high? Is this the high? Wow, what a drop. I can't believe it. Is this it? No, that's the wrong mindset. Say, okay, great, good, pullback. Yes, finally. Where's it going to hold? That's what my focus is. Finding levels. Right, there you go, NVIDIA. Thank you. So 630, 628. If we get a nice drop into there, start watching to see what happens. If we get a drop into 626, start to see where that can set up an opportunity. Those are great spots. Yeah, I mean, it's about pullbacks are good on sectors that are strong, right, Maura? Like a pullback on Bitcoin now would not be something I'd buy, okay? Because why? Because Bitcoin hasn't been strong, right? So strong sectors, pullbacks in strong sectors are fantastic, right? But regardless, all-time highs on the QQQ right here, 638.78. You are basically trading right at all-time highs. And why does it not surprise me that the market is at all-time highs right into today's events? That's not surprising at all. That's just how the market loves to work, right? So here we go, right? All-time highs, QQQ, right into the major events today, and why not? It's not surprising. Market likes to work in those mysterious ways that just seem to be. It seems some people may think that it seems like just coincidence. It's not coincidence, man. A lot of stuff is done purposefully, but we just have to understand the purposeful moves and make money with them, right? Understand the games. If we're understanding of the games and what's being done, then we can make money, even if it is not coincidence. And I don't think it is. So 635.82, that is a major previous high right here. So you guys can see right here. 635.82. These highs, major 4-hour highs. Maybe that holds, but I don't think I'd be looking along into all-time highs today. It's just not really how I, see this. I don't think I'll be chasing into all-time highs today without a deeper pullback. I would love to see it back to this 630. If not, it's going to hold this 635.82 and maybe just continue the rip, right? Let's go to the ES. So what a beautiful structure on the ES, man. Really, really nice stuff. We had that consolidation right there. We had a hold above it on Monday, and we have a hold above the Monday highs yesterday. Incredible. Look at this on the ES. Monday's highs into lows. Perfect. Perfect break and retest. Perfect previous day high into the new lows and continuation. You love to see it. It's a really nice spot. If we zoom out and we go to the 4-hour, I am watching some of these major 4-hour previous highs. So if we look at this 4-hour chart, We have some major highs here between 7,006, 69.94, 69.94, all right in here. And if we go down into the 15-minute chart, we can see that anywhere between the 69.94, which is this Monday high and yesterday low, and then this very clean hold from yesterday at 7,006, here and here. I love this spot, right in here. This is my little zone today. If we can get a little pullback into this zone and start to curl out of it again, that would be fantastic. Even better pullback for people to lose their shit and start to panic would be a pullback into this daily 20, right? Get daily 20 pullback. Everyone starts shorting the hell out of this move. Bam, right off the daily 20, straight back to new highs. That would be a fantastic look as well. All right, so that would be an even more, even larger opportunity if we do get that retracement to the daily 20 down here at 69.70, 69.64. Great spot to be watching. All-time high, 7,036, would not be just, chasing longs into the open into all-time highs. It's not really favorable to me. The strongest sector is memory. Memory names. So MU, SNDK, WDC, STX. This is by far the strongest micro sector, I guess you could call it. But the strongest sector in general is just hands down the semiconductors. There's just nothing as strong as semiconductors. So semiconductors, MU is a semiconductor, but it's sort of a, when you sort of break it down into exactly what MU does, it's more memory, right? Which is also STX, SNDK, MU, WDC. These things have just been absolute rock solid. And every pullback has been a massive buying opportunity. Every single one. Every single pullback. Massive buying opportunity. Straight down on WDC here on Thursday. Guess what? It's up another $50 from that massive downside move. So, got to stop panicking on downside on strong sectors. Got to. It's the only way to catch it. Okay, SPY. 4-hour chart. Massive 690 spot. I really like this spot. We'll see if we get back down to it. But man, would I love a pullback to like this high here. Let me go ahead and mark that out. Anywhere between, anywhere between here would be such a beautiful pullback. I think you probably will get this, if I was to be honest. Right here, you can see highs, 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 and that's also the daily 20 right there. So 689 to 691. That is really the spot that I would love to see right in here. This would be such a great retracement long. That is also the daily 20. So a lot of reasons to look for that spot. You have so many major highs and the daily 20 stacked up right in here. I love this spot. So we'll see if we get that. If we do, I would definitely be ready for it. We might not, though. Why would we not? Well, if the SPY holds above these previous highs here at 695, 694, then we might just see one of these, right? If this market wants to stay super strong, you might just get this right here, right? Pull back into these highs, pull back into some of this structure from yesterday. If you take a look at the short-term structure, that's Monday's highs. Look at the perfect hold. Look at the holds over 695.50. So you might just dip into here and hold. If you go lower under 694, you break under Monday's lows, that's when you'll get your pull back to 691. So this is sort of the line in the sand, 694 on the SPY. Breaking below that, you would see a little bit further downside, which would give you that bigger pullback opportunity. Okay. Very nice. SMH, I have no words. I really don't. If you came to this live stream on Monday of this week, we looked at one thing and one thing only. We said the SMH is retesting this high and this low and this high and this low. And the SMH has to hold 396. It's exactly what we said. All right. No words for how beautiful that played out. We go back to Monday's analysis here. We go to the SMH. Is this Monday? $23rd? No. Way past that. 26th. Here it is. So take a look at this chart with me. SMH, right? See this? Highs, lows, highs, lows, retest. Break, retest, retest this structure at 396. Does it create that curling long off the retest at 396? Key spot for the SMH today, if we can hold 396, SMH can be a nice upside watch towards 403 again. Look at that, and then look at that. Awesome. What an opportunity. These opportunities just keep showing up and never feel like there's not another opportunity, because there always is. So you just got to catch one of them. That is a rock. That's a huge. So awesome. Congrats to anyone that caught that. What a beautiful retest. What a continuation move. What an expansion move on this market. Previous highs here and here. Guess what? Turned into support yesterday at 403. That was perfect. These highs from Friday turning into lows at 403. That is another absolutely fantastic move. And then above the 409 and massive expansion here in the after hours. So what is the next opportunity? Is it to wake up and chase the SMH and look for it to continue higher because you missed this move and you can't believe it? No. Now you're having to wait for this, right? That's the only next long on the SMH. So pull back to 409 and long. That's the only spot. If you long here and this goes here, that's why you're a losing trader, right? Because you're just longing into a gap up. So you have to find your levels and you have to trade off them. You cannot just take random trades. IBIT, sort of strong this morning, battling back, trying to find that juice. Would love to see it. 5140. Let's see if we can get above it. We're trying, right? We're trying. So a little bit of strength out of the crypto names today, just a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. But for now, a little bit of crypto strength this morning has to get above this 5140. It's got to. Okay, gold and silver. Unbelievable. So where did the gold long opportunity set up? Right at the retest. Son of a gun. Look at this thing. Previous highs. Previous highs. Into lows. Right? Yeah, I mean, right? Take a look at this. Take a look at this. So this is another reminder to all of you out there that you don't need to chase trades. You don't need to chase trades. Here's gold, right? Here was our analysis on Monday. You look at this chart and you say, shit, this thing's gone. I got to chase it. I very much see that, Desi, sure, man, you like that pullback spot. It's not coming back there. I'm going to have to chase this thing. And I missed it. And I'm going to have to chase it, right? It's not going to pull back to this level. There's no way. 49.70, 49.90. It's not going to pull back there. There it is. 49.70, 49.90. Perfect pullback. Bam. That's your long. Not here, right? Not chasing. Pullback, long. Pullback, long. Incredible. This is what you need to think about. These are the very important mindset things that need to be paid attention to in your trading, okay? This trade's now gone. So it's gone. There's nothing else now. There's nothing to talk about on gold. That was the trade. Silver continues to hold 106. It's got to get over 117.70. IWM held. After we do the IWM, I'm going to have to go outside real quick. IWM holding 263, 267. There's your target, right? 267, 263. Okay? And that's that. All right. While I go outside and talk to the people about my waterline break, why don't you go ahead and press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to take a 2-minute intermission. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. The pipe isn't broken, it just disconnected. So, quick fix. A quick fix. All right, so IWM, just in a channel. Let's see which side it can get out of. But a nice defense of 263, definitely. Because I was looking for the downside under 263 yesterday, but it just never really gave me the look that it was going to fail. So a very nice hold. All right, so that's that. Let's get into some equities. Press that like button for me, subscribe, and here we go. Can't even get 1,000 likes, huh? I step away for 1 minute, and what is that? 300 people leave? All right. Tesla. So Tesla, back below the 100 SMA, which is no bueno. All right. Back below the 100. And we need to now be careful of that rejecting. All right here. 434, 432. If we fail below that level and we stay below that level, I think you're looking at a potential downside move, guys, on Tesla. So this could be sort of nice. This could be a little bit nice. I would be watching this daily 100 rejection. I'd be watching this Monday low rejection, and look at what's going on down below. You don't got much down here. So this could be a nice watch. Unfortunately, we do have earnings today. So we'll see. All right, we'll see. NVIDIA, what a beautiful move over the last few days. We caught NVIDIA from down here at 181. It's now trading $10 higher. This was a great trade, a great swing trade that we had. Really nice stuff, really nice structure. Holding back above the 50 and 100, holding back above the daily 20. A little bit slow and crappy in terms of the move, but when it moves, it goes. When it consolidates, it's shit, but you can see a nice structure so far. Now, I would be looking for a pullback hold of right around this 190, 50. It could be even 190, honestly, knowing how sloppy NVIDIA can be. I'd probably give it like this dollar range to see if it can hold strong, all right? So looking to see if maybe we can hold this 190 yesterday high, this 191 major spot. If we can hold within that 190, 191 spot, create a new structure, that could be quite nice. You can see that would be above these structure highs here, and that could be a target at 197 up at this high here. So watching to see. NVIDIA's on a nice little structuring upside move. Let's see if it can hold 190, 191. AMD, sort of messing around, sort of sideways, which is all right for now. It defended nicely yesterday at this 250. Nice defense there. I would like to see it hold above previous day high. That's what you want to see today, guys. You want to see AMD hold above previous day high and these previous highs here. If you can get a maintain of these previous highs, these lows, and previous day high right in here around 255, 256, that would be a very nice spot to hold on AMD. The level that's rejecting this morning is Monday's high a day. You see right here, Monday's high at 258.29. That's exactly what's rejecting. So that's what I would be careful of. All right. MU. Really nice upside in the overnight session. We closed the day right around 409. We're trading at 425. So up $15 a share this morning. What a crazy move due to STX earnings. The level that I would like to see MU back at for a nice new entry point would be this 412.39 right here, this high. If we can get a pullback long at that spot, I think that's your best spot right there, 412.39 at the Friday high a day. The other spot that looks like it could hold this morning is this 422.70, which is this little, pre-market consolidation level right here. But I personally like this the most, 412.39. Broadcom comeback needs to be paid attention to. This, guys, this really needs to be paid attention to, okay? This should be one of your top watches moving forward. Broadcom has consolidated. It dripped. It's ripping back higher. It picked up more buyers. This is a nice bear trap into the gap fill area. If semi stays strong, Broadcom is going to get strength. And I would be paying attention to what Broadcom does over the next few days, next few weeks. Broadcom reclaiming some of these major lows, right? Lows, 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 into highs, into highs. Look at where Broadcom is today. This is such a big inflection point for Broadcom. All right, can it maintain back above these highs? Can it hold, in my opinion, 335 to 337? Can you hold right here? If you can turn this high and this low back into a new higher low and break above the daily 20, this thing's going to run. And it's going to fill in this downside move to 345. This is a great look today. Definitely intrigued. Definitely Broadcom main watch. Strong name. Coming back strong. Definitely not something to forget about. Let's go to STX, which is the Seagate, which is what reported earnings yesterday. That's driving MU and SNDK higher today. Nice pop on earnings. Really not much to trade on this one in terms of levels. It's really just previous day high and Monday high at this point. So I would just be looking for pullbacks to previous day's highs, which is Monday's highs, Tuesday's highs. That is 383 and 370. Those are the two spots. Okay. We can go to SNDK real quick. SNDK is trading. It traded right back into all-time highs at 517. This does have earnings on Thursday after close. Tomorrow after close, 517, major rejection, as you can see, double top high. What would I be looking for to see if it can continue? I'd be looking to see if SNDK can hold between Tuesday's highs and Monday's highs right there. 494 to 503. If you can find a nice higher low inside this area, create a higher low at Tuesday's highs, that would be a great spot to be looking for. Okay. Apple. Nice pullback, nice rejection, as it should. It's a good rejection spot. Apple is rejecting exactly where it should, right? You can see we talked about this daily 100. We talked about this 261.82. This was exactly the level we had. So a very clean rejection, nice pop into it, and a nice rejection, as it should. Very clear level. Now, what you're looking for is Apple to create higher lows, right? You don't want to see this give everything back. You'd like to see it now structure and make a higher low. For me, 255, 256, these lows right here, if you can create that higher low and start to consolidate, then maybe you can build that move back higher. So I'd be looking for 255, 256. Google. Not much on Google for me today. Just rejecting this 338. Let's see if it can get above it. Amazon structure was incredible yesterday. What a fantastic opportunity. Awesome move. Right above our 240 spot, right above these previous highs. Held it, ripped, continued. Nice reclaim above 243. This high here, these lows here. If you can get a pullback long at 243 today, that would be my money spot. So I'm going to go ahead and put an alert here because that is really where I'd love to see Amazon do a little dip and rip right back off this structure. So really nice there. Meta. I know it has earnings today. this is possibly one I throw a little 500. Microsoft and Meta are two that I am very interested on earnings. They have been down quite a bit. They really do seem to be opportunities. Maybe just buying shares is a good move. Maybe buy 100 shares or something, 50 shares. That could be even better way to play it. But man, I am interested. 665, 666.50, really beautiful structure. Really nice. You can see right here just a very clean consolidation on Meta. Very nice chart. You are rejecting the 200 and 100 SMA still, which is a problem for Meta. You definitely can see where this is failing. But part of me thinks that I don't know. Just feel like Meta's bound to come back up and fill this gap. I just feel that way. But I can't really trade off feels. What I can do is I can risk a fixed amount and be comfortable with risking a few $100 to see if I can grab a piece. That's something you can do. I wouldn't gamble unless you have profits, right? If you're up $30,000 on the month and you put $500 in Meta earnings, I can't tell you to stop that. You're human. Sure. All right. Now, if you're red on the month, okay, and you're throwing your last account, you got $2,000 left in your account, and you're like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to put my $2,000 into Meta earnings because that's going to bring me back. Yeah, then we have a problem, right? Then we have a serious problem. If you're up 30K on the month and you're saying, hey, I really like Meta earnings, I think this is going to be a nice hold and I like this pullback opportunity, and I'm going to put a couple $100 in here just because, then I'm not going to tell you that that's a terrible idea. Because at the end of the day, I am not some kind of stickler online that doesn't understand that we are all human beings at the end of the day. And a little $200-$300 gamble, the amount that you're going to spend at dinner tonight, could be worth, could be worth it. I'd rather put $200 here than spend it on a steak that's going to be digested and the next day, right? So, anyways, Meta, really nice structure. If you can get above 681 today, this thing's going to rip. If you get it over earnings, if you get it on earnings, it's going to rip too. I mean, really nice. We'll see what happens. Should be fun. Should be exciting. Meta coming back very strong. Microsoft, another one that's coming back very strong after a major weekly chart hold. Look at this weekly chart, man. Absolutely gorgeous weekly chart. Previous weekly highs, break, retest. Look at the reaction on the last 2 weeks of Meta, right? Awesome. I'm sorry, on Microsoft. What an awesome move. What an awesome hold. So Microsoft, another one that is not to be forgotten about on this comeback. It's a really nice structure in the bigger picture. You are back inside this consolidation period, so maybe, you're still going to have trouble at 493 highs and the daily 100 up here. That hold above these reclaim lows was incredible yesterday. Really was, right? These lows. Look at the reclaim yesterday. Unfortunately, Microsoft just went straight up off the open. This was one of my top watches yesterday. If you guys paid attention to the live stream, this was my top watch yesterday on this reclaim of the daily 20. But unfortunately, it just went straight up and just never quite got my entry point. So missed it. But yeah, Microsoft, daily 200 right above, something to be paying attention to. I'd be keeping a little bit of an eye on this boy right here, my friends. I would not forget about, don't let ASTS go by the wayside. This is absolutely still consolidating above previous all-time highs. This is absolutely still consolidating, and daily 20 SMA is catching up. This right here, my friends, is called time correction, and I would not forget about ASTS. This is absolutely something you need to be keeping on watch. Clear 121 highs, that has been hard to get through. But the fact that it's continuing to hold above those highs and continues to defend these lows, absolutely still a structure. And I would 100% be paying attention to this one. Look at this little structure consolidation forming above these highs. Absolutely could be another move here. If markets stay strong, I would be paying attention. CRWV, what a breakout yesterday. Awesome. Love to see it. This has been something that we've been bullish on for the last few weeks. Holding above that daily 100, daily 200. Nice hold yesterday. What a fantastic hold. Holding now above 108.65, which is this high and these lows. That is fantastic. The next level to be watching here is 114.17. That's these lows right here. If you break above that, you're going to these highs at 119, 120. So really nice CRWV comeback. I'd look for pullbacks to 108.65. I'm going to create an alert there if I get a pullback there. And then above 114, that's nice. NBIS should move with CRWV. It's a little bit underperforming, but something that can be watched over 104 again. And I think that is just about it for me. That's really the main ones I'm watching today. TSM. Oh, man, I forgot about this. This one hurt me yesterday. This one really hurt. So, yesterday on TSM, I had an alert set at 334.50. So, look at this, man. This hurts. So, right here, TSM. Pull back long at 334.50, 333. Ideal retest of previous 4-hour highs. So right here, I was looking for a pullback long back to this high here, back to these highs here, back to this high, back to this high. Right in this zone, right? 334.50, 333. That was my little bam, bam, long idea on TSM. Look at yesterday. And look at where my alert's at. It's sickening. There's your pullback on TSM yesterday. 334.56. My alert is 4 cents away. And I forgot to look at it. My alert never went off. That hurts me a lot. That is such a perfect read. Pullback long right off that spot. And look at the rest is history from there. It went straight up the rest of the day. And look at it now. What a beautiful trade. What a beautiful reclaim ripper, right? Previous high, break, retest, long. Exactly as we drew it up. It's awesome. So what's today, right? What's today? Right here. 341.25, 342. And I'm going to put my alert a little bit north of it, just so I make sure I get hit, to make sure I pay attention to it. Right in there. Pullback, long. All right, that's going to be it. Appreciate you guys sticking around even through the little waterline intermission. If you guys could, press that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to sign up for the webinar tomorrow if you want to trade live with me on a daily basis, except Wednesdays. Not Wednesdays. Today is the mentorship day. I trade live with our mentorship group exclusively on Wednesdays. So today, no Discord trading inside the Insiders Mentorship. But if you are interested in joining our group for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or even interested in joining our mentorship group, check it out down below. And that is my salesman pitch of the live stream. Hope you have a fantastic trading day. Be careful at 2 o'clock. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.